Basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Then it's D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Cam Thomas. And it's Scott in at the 2. Pass to Pritchard. 5 to shoot. Porzingis with a screen on Thomas. Here's Tatum. Brooklyn pulls it in. And this is their first time matched up with the Celtics this year. Here's Scott. Turned in an outstanding game against Memphis. Sinks the tray.
And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
Now here's Tatum. It's a three-point game. Count it.
Okay, listen. Tatum can strike from anywhere. The mid-range is an open option for him at all times.
And the Nets, one of a handful of franchises to have never won an NBA title, RJ.
I was fortunate to be on those Nets finals teams in 2002 and 2003. The combination of Durant, Harden, and Irving was supposed to end that drought and save this Nets franchise, but it was not to be.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Thomas. Porzingis grabs the board.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And it's Tatum missing. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And Claxton gets the bucket.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Here's Pritchard. Outside White. And a miss there on the triple.
Just 1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track.
Russell, that's good.
Out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. Here's Pritchard. Here's Hauser. Pass to Porzingis. Claxton with the block. And he's able to get it back. Nets leading by 7. Here's Scott. He's got 5. Count it. Good. Scott's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And how about Nick Claxton? You'd be hard-pressed to find a more versatile defender.
He's come so far in that area since he came into the league. He's become an elite defender. There isn't a position on the floor he can't guard.
Horford, he's checked in for Pritchard. Williams is checked in for Brooklyn. Left side White. Pass to Tatum. To win the cold spell. And the layup is good. Tatum's got his 2nd basket.
This is how confident Tatum is. Knows he can score inside whenever he wants.
Here's Scott. The 3 is up. Knocks down the long J.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Tatum. Off target with the open look.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Russell with the ball. Outside, Williams. Here's Scott. And the Nets tack on 2 more.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
White, the pass to Tatum. And it's good. 2 points. Tatum's got 6.
He's got a great sense of timing on the pick and roll. When Tatum makes his move, it's decisive.
Pass to Scott. Over Tatum. Shot's good by Scott.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Hauser. There's 38 seconds left in the first. And it's Tatum missing. Brooklyn leading by 12. Here's Scott. 14 points for him. Claxton, a screen on Tatum. Russell, he's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond. Mercy, Jason Tatum is a bad man.
Johnson finds Russell to the inside. Drops in the layup for 2. He's got 16.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets.
Help him out!
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Brooklyn.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And also, the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
We've got Derek White, Al Horford out there with Torrey Craig, and it's Shireman in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And you look at Derek White, Richard, the energy he plays with, it is remarkable.
That's his greatest attribute, his activity on both ends of the floor. Having a high motor is a skill. He keeps coming and tries to wear you down.
Boston making a switch here. Walsh is checked in, and the 3-pointer goes.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
To the middle. Here's Shireman, and the layup is good off the glass.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Brooklyn leading by 14. Watford left side. Pass to Scott. Let's go with a 3. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
And they're going to have to pay more attention to him on the perimeter. He's hit 4 3-pointers already today.
Now here's White. Horford, a screen on Melton. To the left side wing. Here's Shireman. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Brooklyn has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Watford the pass to Thomas. Here's Scott. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Celtics trail by 20. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. The Celtics have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Again, the miss by Boston. Well, Richard, as we've seen, sometimes all a player needs to prosper is a change of scenery.
Well, no doubt, B.A. One of the biggest deciding factors in being successful is how you fit into a system and how you fit in with the players around you.
Floats one, blocked! And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. White for 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Scott. Hits the trifecta. Scott's got 12 now in this quarter.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
Outside White.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Horford right side. Back to White. 6 on the shot clock. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Counted from distance. Porzingis has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Johnson passes to Claxton. Watford outside. They set a pick. Jacks up a three, and the net's another three.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks. Well, the Celtics won their 18th championship in 2024, the most of any franchise in the NBA, and with multiple extensions this summer, securing their core moving forward, Boston has made huge financial commitments to compete for championship.
We conclude the first half in a fairly one-sided game. Brooklyn out in front, running away with this one. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
I think they've been smart in their approach, guys. I mean, finding ways to set up ready shooters. And if you don't have it, just...
And guys, we're still in the... Thanks for tuning in.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Kicking off the second half, here's Jordi Fernandez's five. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Then it's Cam Thomas. Then it's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Scott in at the 2 spot.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Pass to Pritchard. Now here's White. Here's Hauser. Here's Pritchard. No made baskets yet. Now Tatum beyond the arc. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
With his touch, Tatum's a threat from anywhere.
And here's Thomas from the arc. Nails it from 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
White, good.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Back to Thomas. Screen by Claxton. Fires for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And it's big for Thomas's confidence when he's knocking that down. Keep shooting, young man.
And you watch Cam Thomas. Talk about a scorer's mindset, RJ.
Yeah, he's a tough matchup. He's proficient and efficient from all 3 levels. He is as confident as they come.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Thomas passes to Scott. And the net's another 3.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Outside White. Good. White's got 10 points.
And they're rolling. 4 straight makes to start the second half.
Johnson for 3. Knocks down the triple.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Pass to Pritchard. And here's Porzingis. 3-pointer off the mark.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Here's Thomas. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Pritchard. No points yet. Outside White. Drops in the 3.
Won this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
Johnson against Tatum. Johnson with a bucket. Johnson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Quality pass by Thomas. He was paying attention out there.
Outside Porzingis. Pass to Pritchard. And they recover it. Tatum passes to White. Scott with a rebound. Brooklyn's got it going from the perimeter in the third. 4 for 4 so far. Russell with the ball. Takes the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Russell's got his third basket on the night right there.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Pass to White. Lets it go from deep. And it's White again missing.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Claxton. Soft touch off the glass. Claxton's gotten his second bucket.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about. While he's a bit undersized for a four, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Pass to Russell. Here's Scott. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 5 assists tonight.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Outside White. Here's Hauser. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. It's Thomas on the wing. He's guarded by White. Here's Scott. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Hauser. Here's Tatum. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Tatum's got 15 points.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
Here's Scott. And it's all from three-point range. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates.
Changing of the guard, Richard. A lot of young teams on the rise.
I think so. LeBron, Curry can only rule the roost for so long. Eventually, that torch has to be passed.
A full line change here for Brooklyn. Pritchard and White at the 1 and the 2. Horford at the 4 with Porzingis at the 5. And it's Tatum in at the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's Scott. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
White, the pass to Tatum. Back to White. Williams against Tatum. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just... And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.